Hi everyone! My name is Kelsey. I'm so excited to go live in this group and help you guys out with some social media strategies. Social media is kind of my jam, and I know that all of us have kind of been forced into going on to social media right now, right? With all the current situation. So I'm going to wait a little bit for everyone to hop on. As you join us, I want you to comment what the first thing you're going to do when this whole coronavirus thing is over. So I know for me, I love traveling, so I will definitely be hitting up, hotels or booking a flight somewhere, right? And then I also love chips and queso, and I really miss going out to eat and eating chips and queso. Maybe eating my weight in chips and queso, you know what I'm saying? There's no judgment here, right? So as you're joining us, I want you to comment the first thing you're going to do when this coronavirus is over. And if you are in the healthcare profession or you are a first responder, I want you to comment frontline in the comments so we can give you a shout out. We can tell you thank you. We can, pray for you if you're the praying type. So if you're a healthcare professional or a first responder, in addition to be a David Allen Capital agent, I want you to put that in the comments. Comment frontline so we can give you a shout out. Last shout out, y'all. Okay? I say y'all because I'm from Oklahoma. Last shout out. If it is your first week in David Allen Capital, we want you to comment first week so we can give you an amazing shout out and welcome to the team. And we're so excited that you said yes to this opportunity. So if it's your first week, make sure you comment first week. If you're a healthcare worker or a first responder, comment frontline so we can give you a shout out, tell you thank you. Send you all the good vibes and pray for you. So comment frontline. And then also, if you do not fall into either of those categories, which would be me, I'm not a healthcare worker, I'm not a first responder, and it's not my first week in DAC, then I want you to comment the first thing you are going to do when this coronavirus is over, right? So for me, I would totally hop on a plane and go somewhere tropical. That's like number one goal right now, especially after being quarantined with 3 young children and, no, just kidding. I love my kids, you guys. I love them. But I would definitely travel, and I would definitely go out and eat chips and queso because that is like my love language. Tacos and chips and queso. So those are the 2 things that I would do. But I want you to comment the first thing you're going to do when this is over. Jennifer, she is a nurse. Thank you so, so much. She does bedside patient care. It's all frontline, girl. We want to say thank you. And we're sending out those good vibes and praying for you and your family because we know that it's scary. Colleen said she can't wait to get into her new house. That would be very exciting. I could probably use a new house right now. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm home and I have to stay home, then I find things that I don't like about my house or that I want to change. Am I the only one that does that? It's kind of annoying. I'm I can't sit in this room because I'll want to paint it and add, new pictures and all this stuff. It gets crazy. Quarantine craziness, right? Are you guys excited about learning social media for your David Allen Capital business? I'm so excited. We are going to talk about 2 things today. Number 1 is your Facebook profile, and number 2 is your LinkedIn profile. Okay, 2 very important things that you need for your social media strategy. There are so many other things that we can talk about, but I want to keep this video kind of short, and I wanted to put some things together that I knew you guys could take away from this video and start applying in a few hours if you wanted to. Okay, so that is the point of this video. Hi Cheryl, she wants to go to convention in September. Let me see. And Deanne is going to go visit her grandson. I know it's so hard whenever we can't see our relatives. I'm like that too. If y'all can't tell, I'm a people person, and so I am struggling with this stay-at-home thing, right? I'm so thankful for technology because we can see each other and talk to each other, on Zoom or Facebook Live or things like that, but nothing really replaces, hugging someone or giving them a real high five instead of a virtual one. So I know a lot of us will be going and visiting those people when this is over. So a little bit about me now that we have some people on. If you're just joining us, I want you to comment the first thing you're going to do when this coronavirus is over. If it's your first week in David Allen Capital, I want you to comment first week so we can congratulate you and welcome you to the team and give you a big shout out because you deserve it. And then also, if you are a healthcare worker or first responder, we want you to put that in the comments. Comment frontline so we can say thank you and give you a shout out. So I'm going to get started. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put it in the comments. Yeah, Mark, Convention at Sea. I'm looking forward to that too. All my travel buddies are going to start commenting. First week, Lorenzo, welcome. We are so excited that you're here and that you said yes to this opportunity. Way to go. One of the best decisions of your life. I can guarantee it. And we are so excited because we are going to talk to you guys today. I say we, like there's other people in the room. There's not. It's just me. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about social media. A little bit of background for me. I don't want to talk a lot about it because I know you guys want to get into the meat and potatoes of how you can build your business with social media. But a little bit about me is 5 years ago, I was a graphic designer and I had a great paying job. My husband had a great paying job and we still were living paycheck to paycheck. Actually, like the paychecks covered everything and there was nothing else, that we could buy, right? I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that. So it's not that we had bad jobs. We had great jobs. He's in the oil field. I was a graphic designer. Our checks were great. Honestly, we would be considered, the higher end of middle class, maybe upper class, right? But the truth is that all that money just covered our bills, right? There was no life with that. We couldn't really afford a babysitter for date night. We couldn't afford dance lessons for our oldest, which 5 years ago, she would be 4. And that's when she was starting to get into that stuff, like gymnastics and dance. And, in the parent handbook, there's not something that says, hey, you need to allot this much money for your kids' activities, right? And so it was so heartbreaking. We didn't want to be the parents that, told her, honey, we can't afford, your ballet shoes or your expensive gymnastics leotard because they are expensive. And if you don't know what I mean whenever I say leotard, it's the outfit that they have to wear, okay? But we didn't want to do that to her. And we also didn't want to get more jobs, take on other jobs because we knew that meant more time away from our family and from each other, and we were already working like so much. So that's whenever we decided to give network marketing a try. And so that was 5 years ago. And what I learned very quickly, first off, I was like many of you, you sign on to one of these things and you're like, let's see if this works, right? Like, I'll see whenever I get a check. And that was our mentality. Actually, my husband was more inclined to making money than I was, and I was kind of like cynical. But the checks started rolling in, right? And we started to see that it was real, and we started to dream bigger, right? Like we first just wanted to pay for the gymnastics leotard. That's like $90. I told you guys they're expensive, right? That's all we wanted to pay for in the beginning. That's how far my mind could comprehend this network marketing thing, this residual income thing, right? Just $90. Like, let's just see if we can make that. And so we did. And the checks kept coming in. We kept helping other people make money. It was crazy. And, we earned free trips and we got the car bonuses and all that good stuff. But what I learned early on is that I needed a social media strategy. And this was about 2.5, 3 years ago. I needed that social media strategy because I was working a full-time job, right? I did have, at the time, 2 kids. No, 3. I lost track. I did have 3 kids that also needed my attention whenever I got off of work, right? And so I decided that I was going to learn. I was going to become a student of social media because I needed something working over here for me while I was over here working at my full-time job, taking care of my 3 kids, trying to be a good wife and a good friend and like all the things, right? So that's where social media came into play. And I was able, so before the car bonus and the trips and like all those things, I got to that point in our business because of social media. Most of the people in our team are off of something that happened on social media. Most of the people that, ordered a product or got a loan through David Allen Capital was something that happened off of social media. Okay, so right now I know that all of us are kind of being forced into this social media world, right? Because maybe you have a stay-at-home order issued, all these different things. So I know we have a few more people on here. You guys are so sweet. I'm so glad you guys are loving this so far. We haven't even jumped into the training. It's just me being a crazy person. But if you're just joining us, I want you to comment the first thing that you're going to do when this whole pandemic thing is over. I'm going to go eat chips and queso, like my life depends on it, and if you are a first responder or a healthcare worker, I want you to put frontline in the comments so we can give you a shout out. And if it's your first week in DAC, I know we already heard from Lorenzo. If it's your first week in DAC, I want you to comment first week because you deserve all the praise and we want to give you a shout out, okay? So here we go. First, we're going to talk about Facebook. Obviously, you guys have a Facebook because you wouldn't be on this video if you didn't. So step one, check. You guys are already in the green. So you want to have a Facebook profile. And on this video, hi Kate, it's her first week. Woo! We are so excited that you are here. Welcome to David Allen Capital. It's going to be amazing. And how great is it that it's your first week and you are on this, getting this training. Okay, so support local. Heading to the beach, yes. I love the beach too. Okay, so Facebook profile. On this video, I'm just going to talk about your Facebook profile first. We'll do more videos throughout the coming days and weeks, but today I just want to talk about the Facebook profile because like in my story, that's all I used at first. I didn't have a group. I didn't have a Facebook business page. All I used was my Facebook profile, and all of you have a Facebook profile, and if you use it correctly, it will bring you those new recruits. It will bring you, those business clients. It will bring you people needing payment processing or people needing a loan or people looking for healthcare, okay? It will bring those people to you if you do it correctly. So this is what works for us. This is what we've trained our teams on. This works for them. So let's get started, okay? First off, number one thing, if you don't take anything else from this video except for this one tip, you will see success, okay? Very important. The first one thing I want to talk about is curiosity posts, okay? The number one mistake that you can do, I say number one, but this is not a number one. The number one mistake that you can do is to go onto your personal profile, post something about becoming an agent or getting a loan, and you leave no curiosity. You spark no curiosity. And the way that I want you guys to remember this and think about this is when you're dating someone, right? Like think back to when you were dating, or maybe you're dating now, right? And you might have to like be virtually dating because of Corona. I don't know how that's going for single people, but think back to when you were dating, okay? You did not want to like give out all the crazy information in like the first 5 minutes, right? Like the date that you were on, they didn't want to know about, your crazy sister or, your ex-husband or like all this crazy stuff, right? Like that's just not, you don't put all that information or like how many scars you have or like, just weird stuff, right? Like you leave mystery. You want them to be attracted to you. And so the same thing goes whenever you're posting on Facebook, okay? So a curiosity post, what I want you guys to think of is number one, leave mystery, okay? Like you're dating someone. So if you are looking to recruit agents, the last thing you want to do is put a post on there that says, and I'm just going off the cuff here, but the last thing you want to do is put a post that says, home work from home opportunity, help business owners. We offer non-collateral loans, equipment financing, payment processing, supplemental health care. Like you put all this stuff. It's free to join. You earn this much and this much. And if you do this, you earn this much and this much. And like your post is like 1,000,000 miles long, right? Number one. All of the details are out there because you also added your website and your phone number and your email and, you know, your favorite color and like all this stuff, right? And so I know, because I've done this myself, we get so excited about the opportunity and so excited about what we have to offer that we just put it out there. Why? Because we think it's amazing and everyone else should think it's amazing too, right? And so that's what we want to do. But you don't want to do that whenever you're marketing on Facebook, because you want to go back to like when you're dating, right? Like you just put some feelers out there. Like maybe you walk into a bar or a restaurant or wherever you go to get your dating on. I don't know. I've been out of that for a while. But, you know, you walk in and you put some feelers out there, right? Like you're not holding a sign that's like, I'm talking about myself. I'm female, 5'4", birthday's May 2nd, you know, favorite colors turquoise. You don't walk around like that because everyone will be like, who's that weirdo at the bar or restaurant giving out all those details, okay? So that's what you want to think about with your Facebook profile. You want to leave them guessing. So instead of putting all that information out there, just put a couple of benefits of being an agent, right? Like, that's all they need to know. And then the people who are needing those benefits will comment on your post or they'll reach out to you in Messenger, and that's where you can tell them the rest of the details, okay? Another thing I want you guys to think about is an acronym, and it's WIIFT, okay? And what it means is WIFT, what's in it for them, okay? That's another mistake that we do when we're posting. You know, like if I was to get on my Facebook right now and tell everybody that whole story about my entrepreneur journey, not very many people would like it, right? Like you guys might like it, you might not, it's fine if you don't, but like you can relate to some parts because you're already an entrepreneur. But if I was posting that for everybody else to see, a lot of them would not even relate to that, right? Or they'd be like, that's great for her, has nothing to do with me, right? When I was recruited, the people that recruited me, they had already been making a lot of money, right? They didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me how great their trips were. They didn't tell me, you know, how they've never worked a day since, 20 years ago. Like, they didn't tell me any of that. They sat me down and said, Kelsey, I know you're struggling financially. I know you need $200 next month. I can help you make that happen, right? I know you need to pay that electric bill. I know you want to pay for your daughter's gymnastics. They spoke into what was in it for me. They didn't talk about what was in it for them, okay? So when you're posting, think about that, okay? So I keep saying K, I'm sorry. So think about your audience right now. Your Facebook friends, that's your audience, okay? So who in that audience are you speaking to, right? Is it someone that, are a lot of the people in your audience needing extra income right now? I would go out on a limb and say yes. So that's one benefit. Are a lot of the people in your audience stuck at home right now? I would say yes. Go out on another limb. I would say yes. The majority of your friends list is probably stuck at home right now, and they're probably worrying where the next check is going to come from, right? Those are two benefits that you could post, and people would be messaging you. Now, granted, I'm not posting that, which I am going to have to go a little faster because my phone is low battery and I didn't know that. So that's two benefits that I would post, but I'm not going to say, the company name. I'm not going to put my website on there. I'm not going to put, what we offer on there, because it's not that I'm trying to be secretive about it, right? Like, I'm proud. I have the DAC shirts. My husband has the DAC hats. Like, we're proud. People know that that's what we do. But I want to find out what the people in my audience need, right? If they need an option right now where they can work online, where they can do stuff on Facebook, where they, can send emails and, they just lost their job, I want to talk to that person. But I will miss out on that person if I put all those details, and maybe they're thrown off by 4%. Or maybe they're thrown off by emails, right? They're like, oh, I don't have an email. I can't do that, right? Like, if I put out all those details, I will miss people. And it's not that I want to, like, catch everybody, like, they're targets or anything. I want to help as many people as I can. And I know you guys do, too, or else you wouldn't be in this group. You wouldn't have said yes, right? We help businesses. We help people build an income. That's what we do. So you don't want to put all those details out there, okay? Same with, finding business clients, like for loans or for payment processing. Don't put all those details out there. And I would also say facts tell and stories sell. Okay, that goes for every type of entrepreneurial business there is. Stay away from the facts. If they want to know the facts, they will ask you. If a business owner needs to know the facts, that's a different conversation, right? That's further down the funnel, if you will. Whenever you're posting on Facebook, you don't need to put all those facts out there, right? Find a story. Our group is full of people. We're full of success stories. Find a story. Use that. I'll give you guys 2 payment processing stories because I know that y'all know that I'm the head of that department, so I can tell you because I know firsthand. But one was a daycare, and they saw a post that I had done, so I will share that post with you guys this week. But what I did was I posted in a community Facebook page. So like where I live, we have a community Facebook group. So I posted it, just introduced myself. They emailed me, and it was really funny because they said, it'd be great if you could help us save money, but if you can't, we're going to use that $500 to buy playground equipment for the daycare, right? Which I'm like, great, I agree with you. Never seen us not beat someone's rate, but if we can't, yeah, that $500 would be well spent on playground equipment. Anyway, we got their comparison super fast, and with our edge payment processing option, we could save them over $600 a month on their credit card fees. 1 month, they could save $600. And then with our standard processing option, we could save them over $175 a month, right? Still a great savings. Whatever option they decide to go with, which they will be going with an option because we can save them so much, right? That's a story for you to use. This business is now saving either $200 a month or $600 a month, right? What would that do for the businesses in your area that are struggling? That's one story. Another story. A towing company was actually using a cash discount program. And so I was a little nervous. Don't tell David or Wade or anybody, but I was a little nervous if we could beat their rate, right? Because they were already using a cash discount program. And so I'm like, okay, well just, send me your statement and we'll see what we can do. And we could beat their rate. Our Edge discount program still saved them about $50 a month. So of course they're switching, right? So you guys can use those as tools. Whenever you post on Facebook, no one needs to know the facts. They don't need to know every fact about cash discount. They don't need to know every fact about, card rates or, I'm talking about payment processing because that's my realm. But you guys get what I'm saying. You can apply this to any service that we offer. Stories sell, okay? Our company just helped a daycare save $600 a month on their fees, right? What would $600 a month extra do for you as a business owner? You can use those things. Okay, I gotta keep going because I don't want my phone to die because I'm very professional and I totally had it plugged in all day. Not, just kidding. Okay, so Facebook Messenger, connect more, right? Like people are stuck at home, they have time, you have time, reach out to people, say hello, use the tools, right? We have a 7-minute recruiting video. It's 7 minutes. People have time. People have a lot of extra minutes every day now, right? I've never had so many people watch the recruiting video in my life. Like our whole team is like on fire sending this recruiting video because people have the time to watch it. So when you're sending it out, here's my little tidbit for Facebook Messenger is don't just send it out, right? Like it has to be, they said yes. They want to watch it. They expressed interest in what you're doing. Do not be that spammy Sally that like sends videos to everybody because that's gross, right? Like that's comparative to you being in the bar whenever you're trying to get a date and like all of your facts on the sign, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about because you just joined us, when you watch the replay, you'll get it, okay? But don't be that person. Someone's going to say they want to know what you're doing. You say, if I send you a video, a short video, explaining what we do, when could you watch it? That's it. And they'll tell you. If they don't get back to you, they're not interested. The 7-minute video is actually on your replicated David Allen Capital website, on the partner page. So, use that, utilize the tools, reach out to business owners. You know, they all have Facebook pages. Send them a message, introduce yourself. Hi, my name's Kelsey. I just want to introduce myself. I help businesses just like yours, right? All of this stuff is available for you, and you have the time to do it. You know, how many messages can you send tomorrow? How many messages can you send tonight, right? Reach out to your local people first, then your state people, you know, then your area people. You guys know this. This isn't new. You can just apply it to social media. Facebook groups, really quick. That is your gold mine right now, okay? No one can get together, right? Like, we're all stuck at home. We're all doing Zooms. I've never been on so many Zooms in my whole entire life, which I'm grateful, but I like in-person things better. But, like, Facebook groups should be your jam right now. So, like, does your town have a Facebook group, right? Does your school, you know, I'm a mom. I'm, like, in the elementary school group, and I'm in the early childhood school group, and, you know, I'm in a Oklahoma City group, and, you know, there's Oklahoma businesses groups. Like, there's all these different Facebook groups that you can put yourself in. You ask to be invited, right? You can post in there, introduce yourself again, right? Like, hi, my name's Kelsey. I love helping business owners. That's my job. That's what I do every single day. You know, reach out to me. Let's see what we can do. Again, don't put all the facts out there because you'll lose people. But, you know, put some of those what's in it for them bullet points. Remember, we talked about WIFT. What's in it for them? Okay, so think about what they need right now. Do business owners need to save money? Yes. Do business owners need capital? Yes. Do business owners need equipment financing? Yes. Like, there's all of these things, right? So put a couple of those WIFT bullet points and you will be good to go. Engagement. I know someone asked about engagement. If you're not getting a lot of engagement on your Facebook profile, it is because the way the algorithms work is, like, who you like and comment on is who sees your stuff. So you need to, since you have the time now, you need to go and comment on people's posts that you haven't commented on in a while, or, you know, like their posts, or, you know, that kind of thing first. And then number 2 is you need to have an engagement post on your own profile, so then the same people aren't liking and commenting on your picture, right? If the only people that are liking